Good day, my fellow viewers. TurboConcept here, and this is the 2017 era. So the new game starts in 2017 as well. So we're at the old Hockenheim 2000. So it was not absolutely 2000. It was absolutely 1999. So if we're gonna be very spawning with these cars, so no cars available everywhere and nothing you can see, and it will never going to be come back, and it requires for admins only. So it must be the old Hockenheim from the 90s and the 2000, and exactly it was the year 2000. If without some cars, I'm going to run and walk around the track with myself, and you pretty know what it's capable of. So the first one is kind of pretty uploaded by this guy, and it was absolutely in RIA session. So if we're gonna be going and right here, this must be the podium room, so I cannot go there. So this must be the account termination point right over there. I cannot go like that. So let's pretty around. So the latest laps and fastest laps are nothing that whatsoever. So let's get out there and let's walk around the track, and this is gonna be a very long to very far for this track thing, and this will be going for the most dangerous things that you ever seen. So if we're starting for a race, this will not going to happen as well. Since in 2014 the hybrid era was introduced for the V6 lines instead of V8 that can roar through for the afterlife, and it sounds very amazing. And in 2014, that sounds not just a little bit worse, but old things like this, such as the 1970s or the 1960s. But what about the 1980s for the turbo era? And it's absolutely not really good, and it sounds not very horrible as well. So if we're gonna be moving over, and it's so far so good, I just keep on walking and keep on running at this track, and this track was really long and is absolutely dangerous. Here comes that first chicane, so I see a hut right over here, right back of me, and I'm pretty sure that must be the tire rack. And look at the trees. They're so animated like equestrian girls, and everything looks like even this. And because of these trees not look like this, so even it's not real, and but it looks like the textures as well. So he put some walls around it and surrounded by kill bricks, and this one the tires are surrounded with kill bricks as well, so I'm not going to do this. So we're moving out into the next one, so the next one should be right over here. Here comes another chicane, and looks like there was another straightful corner, so it must be more smoother corners, and looks like we're heading back down right over there to the crowds, and it is so far away that I can see it, and no one should ever talk about this, and I cannot able to talk about this. There was one corner cut over there, and we already passed the chicane before the long turn of this one, and looks like we're gonna be front straight into another chicane. So there must be a newer chicane like this one, and it's pretty as 2001, and looks like it's far ahead for straight of us, and it's so far ahead and I can't able to handle it. So if I'm going to get restarted for sometimes, I'm not going to do this again for sometimes, and I won't regret for this. There is the center chicane, and looks like we're out through the woods and into the crowds right over there in the front straight. So this is where the Senna's death, and this is where this man from 1967, that Jim Clark, got killed in a Formula 2 session, and back in those years that the Senna died in the 90s, and I really know what it is, and I'm pretty sure that I went going back into this one, so it was absolutely international. But this game does not pretty old, and was filled with textures and no woods whatsoever. End of the dark trees, so let's get right into this one. And but actually, It was absolutely right into this one, and we got a lot of things that we got a lot of tire ricks and some tire barriers around it, surrounded by kill bricks, and you can see some under the grandstands everywhere on this track limits, and there must be one session that I can do. So I'm really not good at this one. So if I'm going to be good with this in Project Track Day, so I won't able to acquire money, and this is not very stressful, and this is gonna be nothing but you'll want to do this, and it must be the final corners, right? This one and before the front straight. So if I'm going to get back into the pits, I might and not able to run as fast as possible. So I really can't do this, by the way. So we're going back inside the pits, and nothing is going to make sure that I won't able to happen again. Since I run so many hours when I'm lapping for 5 laps while I'm walking around in the old Hockenheim. And looks like we're back into the pits, so I need to take a rest, and it's so many studs that I'm going to get so much far that other ways. So that's all for this start finish, and this is where the F1 cars for 2017 is about to start for this front session for this race day. So even it is officially over for now, so I guess I really can't able to run for this anymore. So let's get right into the podium room and see what's happening inside next. And it's for the members only, so we'll absolutely go inside to this podium room. So I'm not going to make things happen, by the way. It looks like I'm actually not in P1, so I'm absolutely in P2 or even just P3. So even for just for fun. So if you like for this racing game for just now without cars, I drive without cars as well because I walk around for this old track. So make sure this game is linked in the description below. So this game was made in 2017. So how many years that can this game rating for an old years old? This game is almost 5 years old, and it's still 4 years old as well. So you guys, you have to visit this game right now. So if you can't able to visit this game right now, so make sure I might get a bad review or just a good review as well. So thank you for watching and for all your support, which will be Super Concept will be signing off, and I'll talk to you all later. But nothing that I'm going to be revisit this game without cars as well.